Welcome back to the next section of the lesson of functions. I'm going to refer all of us to section 4.6.6, which is inverse trigonometric functions. Let's begin with the end in mind. What do we want to achieve out of this? If all of us can recall, say for example, sine pi over 6 is actually half. Sine pi over 6 is 30 degrees, by the way. Sine 5 pi over 6 is also half. Let's carry on and say, okay, sine 13 pi over 6 is also half. Now, these results are undisputed. This is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant. Sorry, this is the second quadrant, and this value is just 2 pi plus this. But what happens when I say sine inverse half? Is it pi over 6, 5 pi over 6, or 13 pi over 6? And we must have a clear answer. Actually, if you press the calculator, sine inverse half is actually just pi over 6. Now, is there then a range this value can take? Let's begin with n in mind. Similarly, what I have is cosine x and tangent inverse x. Is there a range of values this can take? Let's begin with the n in mind. So with that, then let us take a look at the graph. If you look at sine graph like that, f sine x as a function is not one function. Therefore, inverse doesn't exist. Agree? Because if you draw a horizontal line across here, it will intersect at many points. So it is not a one function. Therefore, f inverse doesn't exist. Sine inverse doesn't even exist. So, however, if you restrict your domain to minus pi over 2 to pi over 2 here, then f will be 1 like that. It will be 1 and f inverse exists. So let's be clear, if we restrict from minus pi over 2 to pi over 2, f inverse then exists, which means sine inverse then exists. So by convention, we will define the principal range of f inverse to be from minus pi over 2 to pi over 2, meaning to say here, from minus pi over 2 to pi over 2. Why? Because if you look carefully, this is the graph of sine, not sine inverse, sine from minus pi over 2 to pi over 2. And if you reflect the graph in y equals to x, you will get sine inverse, right? And AB becomes BA, AB becomes BA. And now when you take sine inverse anything from minus 1 to 1, you will get a value from in between minus pi over 2 to pi over 2. Therefore, this is what we call the principal range. Why do I cover this here? Because actually it is a function. F sine inverse is a function. Similarly, I don't want to cover the rest. Similarly, you have the principal ranges of cosine inverse, which take note is different from 0 to pi, different from sine inverse, and tangent inverse. All these can be found in the formula list. Thank you.